Hello, my name is Mr. Riley365, Riley Less for some people. This is a hot topic that's been going around the country for years. Games. Video games, all kinds of games. Do you play too much of it? We're going to get to it right now. Ever since the rise of cell phones, tablets, gaming systems here in the past 30 years, games have really taken off. It used to be you played games by going out, having fun, playing basketball, baseball, football. Those were games. And those have been games for the past decades, millenniums, since the beginning of time. Humans have been playing games. But the difference between games then and games now is a lot. Games aren't the same as they used to be. Now, instead of going out and exercising, people are literally sitting down and playing games. I should know because I am very well a game player. I've been playing games for years. I don't play as bad as I used to. Back in, how many years ago? A long time ago, I played games for weeks on end. I mean, I couldn't put the thing down. And since then, but there was a time in my point where I'm like, why am I playing games this much that I cannot leave my room? That was the point I figured out that, you know what, what's the point? But the thing is, some of you guys could be getting enraged right now because you like games. And I'm not saying this. Games are good. I mean, they can help your brain maneuver things, but how much is too much? Well, of course, games aren't bad. I mean, I play games all the time. I really do. Mainly on my tablet nowadays, I play games. Most people do play games on their mobile devices nowadays. I mean, it don't have to be extreme games. I mean, it don't have to be like big games like Modern Warfare or Call of Duty or all those other games. But how much is too much? Mentally, you need to separate yourself from realism and reality. But we shouldn't make any legal actions to change. Games are a pastime, and they should continue to be. But you guys shouldn't live, when you're awake in the day, you gamers out there, how much of that day are you interacting with people offline? How often is your TV off? Is it on more than it's off? Or, here's the crazy one. When was the last time you've eaten food and it wasn't in your room? Or when was the last time you've sat down and eaten with your family? When was the last time you've done homework on time and turned it in? These are all consequencing factors for heavy, extreme gamers. They don't talk to anybody. And I'm not saying games are related to violence in any way. I really don't think gaming, people who do violent things are not mentally stable. Like the Connecticut shootings, let's use that as an example. He played games to prepare to kill all his people. But what's the difference between me playing games, shooting games, and him? I can play games. I can play Grand Theft Auto. I can shoot millions of people, and I can blow up buildings. I can blow up helicopters, hit planes. I can do all that. But what is that thing that makes me stop from doing that right now? What makes me stop from going outside and killing random people? There's that mental stance between, you need to know the difference between real and fake. Reality, you know better to do that. Imaginary game land, that's a game. It's pixels on a screen. It always will be that way. But people get too carried away when they're not mentally stable. That's why on the box it's rated M for mature. And I see 7, 8-year-olds playing these games, and that's fine. As long as they know the difference between real and fake. Okay? It's your brain. It's not the games. The games don't have any effect on anything, but it's your brain. Do you know the difference between real and fake? Do you interact? I mean, it's okay to play a game with your friends. I mean, me and my friends we'll do GTA skits all the time, but we don't actually jack cars or kill people. I don't get a jetpack and steal it and fling around like he does in Jetpack Joyride. I mean, I know the difference between real and fake. But parents out there, if your kids are not mentally, if they're just not ready, don't expose them to games just yet. Let them play games. Let them play good games, but limit it. Do not let them play for a long time. If you guys, just try to stop playing games all the time. Try to go a week. I'm not going to name any names, but their little brother's on the game system all the time. All the time. Every time I see him, he's playing games. And that's really unhealthy. I mean, it don't matter if you're not. If you're fine, that's fine. But if you're not, if you don't, how do I say this? If you're smart, you won't play games all the time. I mean, you should know the difference. Reality comes before fake games. Games are something you do when you have nothing left to do and you want to play. Or it's a good time to hang out with friends, but at a limited standpoint. And just don't forget that, guys. Games are good, but they can be bad. So you guys think about it. Leave me a comment what you guys think of games in the description. But guns and games, just like guns, you know the big hot topic around the country is right now about getting rid of assault rifles. Can't talk today. Assault rifles, and then they're also trying to get rid of violent video games. The thing is about both of those things is they're not going to help. The criminal rate won't go down at all. I mean, it'll just give them less education. But the crime rate will not go down. The shooting rates will not go down. You need to check their mental health state. It has nothing to do with that. It's just your brain. If you cannot depict the realness in reality and fake from games and computers, then you need to get some help. If you are suggesting going out and hurting other people or hurting yourself over games. And if you can't put down the controller for more than 25 minutes, you really need to talk to someone. Because do you really want to wait? You live one time, guys. You live one time. You don't live any more than that. Don't matter what they say and all over the place. What if this is your only chance to be somebody, to do successful things. And don't waste your time. Don't throw it all away. I mean, just don't get carried away. Just like anything, too much of anything is not a good thing. Too much pizza is not a good thing. Too much broccoli is not a good thing. You know what they say. Too much of everything is not good. You don't want to max everything out. So just remember that. Too much of anything is too much studying. Too much homework. If you do too much homework or if you just study all the time, you're not getting your social life in. But if you're too social, you don't get any work done, you're not going to pass. And I'm kind of on the boundary of that. But we're all human and we're all people. But we can do things to a certain extent to help improve it. And to be honest, I really don't play games very much anymore. I mean, I may crack a game open every now and then and play for like 25, 30 minutes. But not as much as 2 weeks like I used to. It's just, there's a line between too much. Go out and do something. So this is Riley Lust signing out. Leave a comment in the description, like, and subscribe for more information in the future. I will see you guys later and have a great day.